What does it mean to live a life you love waking up to every day? Welcome to Season 2 of the SoundEmbrace podcast. Live a life you love. I'm Dr. Danielle Hall. This season is unlike anything I've created before. It begins with a question and a road trip. On July 9th, I'll begin driving nearly 5,000 miles through 12 cities, exploring what it really means to create a life you love waking up to every day. Along the way, I'll be sharing my own experiences as a sound healing practitioner, entrepreneur, and researcher. You'll hear the honest conversations about rebuilding after a traumatic brain injury, following curiosity instead of certainty, and the lessons that unfold when you're willing to say yes before you know exactly where the road will lead. I'll also be sitting down with people from all walks of life, asking them the very same question. What does it mean to you to live a life that you love waking up to every day? My hope is that somewhere in these conversations, you'll begin asking yourself that question too. Thank you for being here. Let's see where the road takes us. Y'all, today is Monday. I leave for this trip on Thursday. And I have just been sitting on pins and needles because I'm waiting for two things to come in. And one of them is they're both part of the experience for these sound bath sessions on this road trip. One of them is like from my sponsor, one of the sponsors for the trip. And I'm just like, okay, but I've got both the tracking numbers and for both of these packages, they're going to come in on Wednesday. And like I have a private sound bath Wednesday night, and then I'm leaving Thursday morning. Who made this plan? I don't know. Who made this plan? I made this plan. So supposedly these two special things come in on Wednesday, and I'm picking up one of the other gifts from another sponsor on Wednesday when I drive out to Birmingham. So I don't know. I am literally flying by the seat of my pants on this. There was a job that was coming through for DC, and it decided that it was not going to go through today. So now I'm like, okay, what am I doing with DC? Because that's like next week. Things for Jersey aren't really working at the moment. All I could do is laugh. I'm like, okay, I have these plotted because it's very strategic in terms of, not strategic. It is intentional, the places that I'm going, because I am following my astrocartography lines, and, like the symbolism or like the meanings of these places, like it's supposed to mean these different things, and I'm like really wanting to experience the energy of these things, of these places, and I'm just like, okay, this is not the energy of these places, at least that what astrocartography is supposed to be sharing. So I'm going to look into that a little bit more. But I am like, just ended this like text conversation. Oh my gosh, my eye. I'm not wearing makeup. I don't know what's going on. I've had this like texting back and forth conversation with this sound healer in DC. Her name is Katie, and I'm hoping to be able to go to her sound bath when I get there, and we'll see how our schedules align to maybe like get her on the podcast too. But dude, like even the places to stay in DC, like who I was supposed to stay with in DC and New Jersey, I'm not really sure those are happening. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. It is Mercury retrograde, so I got that going for me. Yeah, I am taking this chance. I do have a place to stay in New York, and I have podcast interviews set up for New York, which is really cool. If any of you are in New York, let me know. If anyone wants to collaborate in New York, let me know. I've got some, cool meetings set up for Boston, but no sound baths yet. The one that I had reached out to, or one that I was in conversation with that looked like was going somewhere, it did not go anywhere. So, but like Ohio, what? Like there's like two things happening out there, so I'm just waiting for those finals, but you know, sure. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my eye, but all I can do is laugh. I'm going. The sessions in Highlands, North Carolina, and Raleigh, North Carolina, those are filling up. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey with me and for, saying yes to me, because I know that I'm a stranger in your hood, but I cannot wait to be in the energy of your city, of your mountains. This is wild, I think like it is definitely a practice right now of trusting, of not trying to control everything. Last week I was a mess. Last week I was wound up. I had a lot of anxiety. My poor sister who was here, she knows me back before I was working on that. Nikki, I learned so much from you every single time, and I appreciate your reflections, and I so love our bond, especially now as adults, which I need to get my sister on the podcast. I was too wound up to like even do anything. I'll be relaxed when I'm on the road, baby. All I can do now is laugh. I have been laughing all day because I'm like, I'm still going. I still have like meetings in these places, but how am I going to pay for it? I don't know yet. So it'll happen. If you would like to donate to the you would like to donate to the gas fund or the food fund, you can check out my Venmo, Cash App, or the credit card link to contribute. $375 so far. Thank you. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. Oh my gosh, you started the food fund. I am just beyond grateful. And to any promo for the amazing eye masks that I'm going to get to gift everyone. These are not the same eye masks that I have shared or have given away in the past. These are plush. So I'm stoked to be sharing that with everybody who comes to these sessions. And then also Great Faith Organics. She is making these like little tea bags, very special, intentional tea bags to bring the question, this inquiry of what does it mean to you to live a life you love home with you, so that you can continue on the little card, journal card that I've made for all of you that it should be in Wednesday. And man, like anyone else who has something to contribute to this trip, whether it's to give to participants or just something that you think would be helpful for me to use on the trip, and I'm so happy to show how I'm using it. Thank you, Walk Hero, for the shoes. I don't know where that shoe video is going to be, if it's going to be in this or before this or after this, but man, I got some sneakers, y'all, and they are so freaking comfortable. I cannot wait. As of this video, I have not shown y'all the sneakers yet. They are black, they are tough. So I am stoked to be walking around with all of these places in those sneakers. How fun. Thank you, Walk Hero, for making sure that I have some good walkable sneakers that look good. I'm so excited. So there's so many really good things that are happening. And so what I'm trying to keep in mind, and what I hope you're hearing too, is that our perspective matters. The lens that we're looking at our challenges from matters. Yes, I don't know about the work or where I'm staying in DC or New Jersey. I don't know about the work in Boston. I know there's some interviews happening in New York. I know I have some meetings in Boston. You know, and then there's like Chicago. There's some floating things happening with Chicago, you know? And, but like, dude, there are so many great things that are happening. Amanda Borghi, thank you so much for contributing to my gas fund. Amanda Borghi is out in Detroit, so make sure, I'll have links to these people because you need to know all these people. Just like how big people's hearts are. It's like, I've done something right in a past life. I've done something right in this life. Because as I am in this really interesting place in my life and business and how to work with this brain that you know sometimes just takes me down, and I have to have these protocols within my day to make sure that I'm taking care of myself as my brain is still healing from this TBI. You know, it's just like, for everyone who has stepped forward in whatever capacity, I'm so grateful. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for the conversations. Thank you. Just thank you. So back to my message in this. You know, what is the lens that I'm looking at this from? Yes, there are things that are not working out. There are, but I'm not letting that take me out, because there's so many really good things that are happening. And I know from other big leaps that I've made in my life and other road trips, is like the people you meet along the way, the experiences, to allow for other experiences to unfold and for the unknown to meet you in the present moment is invaluable. Like, yeah, I got this. I've got this outline, you know, of where I'm going and my why for why I'm going and what I want to share with you and to inspire you about. And, you know, business and life is not all going to be perfect. Things aren't always going to line up. And it's like, how do you work with that challenge? How are you responding to that stress? Last week, I had to check myself so many times. I had to force myself to go for a walk or take a nap and like take a break, you know. And then like now that we're getting closer, it's like, okay, I put in the work. I'm using my tools. I'm calling a friend, you know, and I'm living what I'm teaching. And so that's what I'm really excited to, one of the things that I'm really excited for you to all witness, my students, my new students, my former students, like anyone who's come to my sound bath sessions, anyone who is just curious about, you know, sound healing or entrepreneurship, like all of it, just life, like how to live a better life for yourself and define what success means to you. What does it mean to you to live a life that you love waking up to every day? And I'm rediscovering that. It's so different. It's so different now. And in comparing the conversations that I've had to myself about myself in the past about different things and about stressors like this, that, you know, I know that in the past, when something like this would happen, the job didn't go through, you know, there's this big uncertainty that's happening next week. Yeah, like next week, I may not know where I'm going to be sleeping in DC or in New Jersey. Maybe I should change it to Philly. If there are any Philly people, let me know. But my point is, before I would take it personal. I would take it as something was wrong with me, that I, you know, didn't have the value or wasn't worth the thing or whatever. And that's not it at all. Like, people don't care that much. Like, we care, but like, it's not even about the other person a lot of times when there is a disagreement. Don't mind that little switch there. If there's some renovation stuff, you'll probably see in some of these videos. I need to put that back on. But welcome to my Mikasa. So it's like, I'm not taking any of it personally. I know it doesn't have anything to do with me. But the trip is deeply personal to me. And so that just means that I will find a way, and that a way will be shown. And I do have the faith and I have the trust that whatever comes my way, I can handle. And that whatever is coming through for me to navigate, to work through, is just going to make me stronger and make me better and make it a better story for you, right? Like, cause like shit happens. And yeah. If you were a sound healer in New York, how do you schlep your bowls? Like, I just see you with your alchemy bowls and your pretty bowls. You know, I just see you with your bowls. I don't see you actually schlepping or moving those babies around. Also, I don't see you with the setup that I have. And so I can see why maybe New York sound healers have the setup that they do, because you need to be a little bit more stealth mode than I have to be, right? Like, I get to have it in my car and go places in my car. Because I will be bringing my 7 quartz crystal singing bowls and my gong and my drum and my ocean drum and, you know, these different things for these sound bath sessions. And I don't see big gongs, and I don't see, you know, too many crystal bowls. They're usually like the alchemy bowls, which, by the way, like, how are y'all getting these alchemy bowls, dude? Just kidding. Those are gorgeous. It's just different. And so, you know, I'm like looking at the differences, and like, this is so cool because now I get to share this with my students too. It's like, where do you live? Like, how do we make sure that you are really getting a set of quartz crystal singing bowls, whatever the bowls are, like the types, the sizes that are going to be right for where you live, not just the community that you're wanting to serve, but also a kit that's going to work for the lifestyle of sound healing for where you live. So it's just so cool. Like, I mean, it's already stuff that I'm having conversations with my students about, but to like live it in this way and be able to share this experience with them and with you, it's just rad. So anyways, I don't even know what time it is. 8:47 p.m. Central Standard Time on Monday. And I got to figure out DC and New Jersey. It's going to be great. It's all going to be figured out, and y'all get to see it. Or if it doesn't get figured out, I mean, it gets figured out. It has to. Otherwise, what are we doing here? So what else I want to share with you in this video? Just that it doesn't have to be perfect to begin. There will be, once you say yes, there's so many things that open up. There's so many things that have opened up for me. And even in just having the conversations with the people that I was either going to stay with or do a sound bath collaboration with, like, how cool to have even just had those conversations, right? Like, in that has taught me so much already, and has already shifted my confidence in a different way. TBI or no TBI, here we go, man. Like, we are doing this, and it's just happening. It's just happening. If you have any tips, if you have any suggestions of things that you would bring on a road trip, just things to think about, I would just love to know in the comments below, wherever this podcast is being presented. I may or may not already be on the road, but I just would love to hear your thoughts on that and any ahas that came up for you during this, and maybe I get to meet you on the road. Maybe I'll get to meet you at a sound bath, or maybe there's opportunity for a coffee and an interview. Just who even knows? Yeah. All right. Y'all, we are going to sign off for now. I'm going to spend another hour or so looking into DC and New Jersey and seeing what I can do. And if it ends up just being a stopover, and maybe I'll get a couple podcasts while I'm there, podcast interviews while I'm there. And really, y'all, please, as you are watching this, please take what serves, leave what doesn't, and ask yourself, what does it mean to you to live a life you love waking up to every day? And know that it's okay that that's changed for you over time. Know that it's okay for that to change based on your circumstances. Know that it's okay to make a change no matter how big or how small. That you are worthy of that change. That you are worthy of that life. That you are worthy of living in alignment and speaking your truth and taking action in alignment with your truth, so that you can live a life that you love waking up to every day. And it is not going to be the same as someone else's life. And it's not meant to be the same as anybody else's life. This is your one life. What does it mean to you to live a life that you love waking up to every day? Thank you for being here. Thank you for being on this journey with me. Thank you for your support. Again, please like, subscribe, follow, all of the things. And I look forward to sharing more of this journey with you.